Hello, my name's Adrian Houston and I'm a tax consultant and a former tax inspector. I have breaking news for you about the Revenue's Offshore Disclosure Initiative, where they're wanting people to pay tax on their offshore savings. What I have here is a letter that was issued on the 16th of November 2009 to a lot of people who have had offshore accounts. It quite scarily says to them that we have obtained new information from a lot of banks, and based on that we believe that you have had one of these accounts in the past. This is basically saying that the people need to check that they have paid all their taxes. If they have not paid the tax on this account, this says they must take action now, because if they don't, they know the revenue is coming for them because the revenue has the information. One important point for you to note is that this letter is dated November 2009. The deadline is the 30th of November 2009 for you to register to take advantage of what I call a tax amnesty, where you can pay the tax and a small 10% penalty. Now, what is important about this letter is it is sent to the last address that the Revenue had when the account was held. So if you have had an offshore account and you have since moved house, then this letter will have gone to an old address. That doesn't get you off the hook, because the important thing is if it goes to the wrong address, you just mightn't be able to take the action you want by the 30th of November. If you miss the letter, then after the 30th of November, the Revenue will know that you have not availed of what they call the new disclosure opportunity. If you haven't registered by the end of November for that, then they will commence a tax investigation. So initially what they will do is they will start to trace where you really are. They will check if this is your current address, and doubtless with all the sources of information available, they will find where you are now. But it will be too late for you to have got this sorted out easily. So if you have had an offshore account and you've moved house, you should maybe check whether there's any post has arrived there in the last 2 weeks. These letters were issued on the 16th of November. If you haven't moved house and you've received one of these letters, then you know the Revenue is onto you. And if you haven't paid the right tax on your account, please take this opportunity to sort things out. You will have a quieter time, you will have probably no investigation, and you will settle matters up and be able to enjoy what money is left. The letter does not state what bank they know about, so of course if you have more than one offshore investment or have had, this may indicate that they're looking at one of them or more than one. There are no clues, but you probably know where your money was. It's essential that by this coming Monday, the 30th of November 2009, you register to allow you to take part in the new disclosure opportunity. To do this, you can engage a tax specialist like myself, Adrian Houston, or you can go directly to the Revenue's website, hmrc.gov.uk. From there you click on the new disclosure opportunity links, and then you click to notify. You will then have a couple of months to submit the detailed numbers, and most people will use a professional to do that for them. Estimates are possible. All of these things are the Revenue recognises may be necessary because of going back 20 years. But do not sit on this matter. If you leave this and the Revenue knows about you, they will really be quite cross when they come to you, when they find you. And you'll be looking at a penalty in excess of 30% instead of the 10% penalty currently being offered. And you'll be looking at an investigation that could last months or years, be very expensive for you, and really not a pleasant place to be. So please take action now if you haven't paid enough tax on your offshore money, and especially if you've received one of these letters, because you know the Revenue is coming. Thank you.